immediately here is what is going on with your forehead, my dude. The texture pack that we are re-reviewing for today's Throwback Thursday texture pack video is the TrueRealism HD Texture Pack by Pathway Studios. It's currently rated 4.1 stars out of 5 stars from 45,774 reviews, and it currently costs 990 mine tokens. And it says, redefine Minecraft with next level HD graphics and never before seen visual features. Unparalleled beauty awaits. Realistic sky, lifelike clouds, and atmospheric fog. Waving foliage, block variations, and custom mob models for greater realism. Highly detailed, meticulously handcrafted 64x textures. Works in any world. TrueRealism HD by SCT Studios and Pathway Studios. Let's get this texture pack reviewed. What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the home of the texture pack review. I am your host, the Dazman, and we are back in a brand new creative world for the TrueRealism HD re-review. We're going back to one of the first ever packs that I properly reviewed, and wow, this is just a monumental occasion for me personally. If you enjoy this review, please do leave a like on the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this texture pack. Let me know what you guys think about the review. Tell me what your review is. Give me some clarifications or suggestions as well. You know, I always enjoy reading the comments. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to jump over to the left-hand side. We're going to get the GUI on the screen. And let me take you guys back down memory lane. Now, I don't think this was the first ever texture pack that I reviewed, but it definitely feels like it was one of the first few. And it was definitely one of the first to really open my eyes to what realism is in Minecraft. And I'll admit, hold my hands up completely. You know, most people who know me know I don't like to admit when I'm wrong, right? But I will admit I was very much wrong at how I approached this texture pack originally. I mocked it. I was very jarred by it. I was very put out by it. It wasn't Minecraft. It was everything that you could imagine. I got wrong about this texture pack. I remember getting it wrong. And afterwards, I mean, what, it's been like a year, maybe even 2 years since I did this review. I've learned. I have learned. I've seen some of the absolute dross that we've got in regards to realism in Minecraft. I've seen glimpses of this pack since. And you know what? We're going into this with a completely new understanding of what texture packs are. So if you've been along on the journey with me, hopefully this is going to be a make-do. Hopefully I'm remembering it correctly and this is better than I thought it was at the time. That should be enough time for the GUI. There wasn't much changes in regards to the GUI, and that's because the world is what gets most of the change here in Minecraft in TrueRealism HD. Immediately what I'm seeing is we've got this realistic skybox on here, and just overlooking this, we've got the water down here as well, just overlooking the world. Right now, I'm immediately thinking, what's vibrant visuals going to look like with this pack? Currently doesn't work as far as I can tell, as far as I can check, but if they ever allow texture packs to work with vibrant visuals, I mean, this feels like a pack just from this feeling here, ready for it. Do you know what I mean? We've got a graininess to the picture to add that kind of realistic overtone. We've got the fog off in the distance. If we drop down here, we've got the water animation, which, I mean, it's the right color and it's a slow animation. It feels natural. It kind of feels a little bit mesmerizing when you look at it there as well. If we come over here now, we've got sand, which there's variation to it here. We love block variation on here. Look at this, just even something as simple as that to that, which on my screen, this does look pixely. This does look very grainy on my screen. On the video, looking up at the other screen, it doesn't look so bad. But looking at it with the variation that we've got on here, it just looks like sand. It's as close to photorealistic as you can probably get without it feeling like the harsh photorealistics. But then when we get a bit more here, they are harsh textures, definitely harsh textures. I mean, we've got, what's this? This is gravel. We've got stone here as well. This pack is going to be incredibly jarring for a lot of people, especially a lot of people who play vanilla Minecraft. Very much so. But people who are looking for realism, look, we've got grass and dirt down here, variation as well. People who are looking for realism, mate, honestly, this might be the answer. Just like one of the earliest packs, and it's updated for Spring to Life as well. So, you know, put some respect on its name. Cows right here. I remember I said in the original one, can the creator of the TrueRealism HD Texture Pack tell me why the cow looks like this? Trust me when I tell you, you don't need to tell me now. This is like, all right, grainy, pixely, as close to photorealistic as we're going to get. But now with 2 years of experience or however long it is, I'm seeing custom mob model. I'm seeing 3D design. I'm seeing detail. I'm seeing realistic, as close to realistic as we can get while not losing that cubic nature. I'm looking at this with completely brand new eyes, and the fact that it's updated for Spring to Life is awesome. Down here as well, we've got, what's this? This is not a short grass. This is a sheep right here. Got kind of a bear face on there. A little bit of a bushy stuff going on. Let's get some different colors out here as well. See what we've got going. Now the face feeling a little bit cartoony looking at it for me. It's not the most realistic face in the world that you're going to see. But I can see the wool. I can see the textures in here. If we share it. If we shear it, we've got a very dirty, messy cut model. Same here for the black as well, so it's color consistent. Actually looks kind of cute. He's kind of got that Paddington bear face with the ears sticking out as well. Really not bad. Absolutely 100% jarring, 100% not what a lot of people are going to want from Minecraft. It's almost too real to be good, in my opinion. We've got a pig here as well, which is just, this guy looks like something out of the Winnie the Pooh horror film. Like, the snout looks like he might be a little bit covered in blood. He looks a bit horror-ish. Again, with the grainy, we've got the dirty pig on here too. Let's see, do we have any variations here just given? No, we don't. But at least it's not vanilla. It's no longer immersion breaking. It's, I mean, we get what we get. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a 10 out of 10. It's too jarring. It's too rough around the edges to be a 10 out of 10. But I want to put respect on this. I've purposely not gone back and had a look at the last review because I want to look at this with brand new eyes. I want to give it its own independent score. I can't remember what score I gave it. I don't want to remember. I want to completely rewrite the history books here as we see the grass changing over here to a different color. We're just waiting for a chicken. I suppose while we wait for a chicken, we can have a look at the horses too. Got a very nice design on this horse. I really like it. I like this. I do. We've still got that kind of rectangular, blocky nature, which you're never going to lose in Minecraft, no matter how much you try to tweak the models. But looking at it for what it is, it's not the most high quality, like clean and polished, but neither's life. Neither's realistic worlds. Do you know what I mean? I'm really liking this. And another thing that they did for the Spring to Life update is they updated the spawner eggs. So we've got these spawner eggs on here. Very quirky, very nice little details with the half bottom egg and then the mob spawning from the top of it. I really like that detail as well that I wanted to just call out while we that guy down. Always gives me a baby one. There we go. Not bad. Good transparency in there. I mean, looking at this through the eyes of somebody who wants a realistic texture pack, I don't actually know. Judging based on what we've seen in every other pack, I genuinely don't know what you could want more. This is one of those ones where, why can't I find a zombie horse? There, it's right next to it, Daz. This is one of those ones now where it's like experience and looking at the 3-star rating texture packs that we've got on there, promising shaders, promising realism. You don't need it. This is all you need. Genuinely, this is all you need. And this isn't an ad. There are other texture packs out there. Lord knows we've seen them. I've got a whole playlist of realistic texture packs. I genuinely don't think any of them even come close. Do we have a chicken out here? Right, I couldn't find a chicken, so we've got a spawn egg. Let's place one down here. We've got a kind of roostery looking chicken out here, maybe a little bit turkey-ish looking. But it's, I mean, change of model, a bit fatter. Can you just let me see you, mate? Thank you. He's got some giblets going on there. Interesting. Now, I wanted to see as well, just before we go, over here, we've got the divide. Yeah, there we are. We do have the variations of the chickens. They look, you know what I like about this? Now that I'm looking at, I do like that gritty, grotty, dirty nature that we get of it. It feels almost medieval in design, like a Robin Hood style. There's another pig there from that variant, and I think, oh, I might have despawned him. There might have been another cow around. No, there he is. There's the other cow for the other variant as well. I know this is realism. I know it's realistic, but there's definitely a medieval feel to it as well. At least that's what I'm getting. You've heard me glaze about this texture pack for about 10 minutes now. You know that I was wrong originally, in my own opinion. Let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments. Let's head off to a village and let's see what villagers look like. Did you know that Dazman plays games other than Minecraft? Head over to Dazman Plays and you'll see a complete catalogue of games that we play through from start to finish in long play videos, aiming for about an hour a video, start to finish, blind, playing through games and hopefully completing them. Or maybe you want to see Dazman react to a whole load of new content, whether it be other Minecraft content that doesn't appear on the main channel or other content in general. Then head over to the Dazman Reacts YouTube channel and make sure to subscribe to both and help both channels grow. And so I'm going to try and tone down the apology and the changing of my own opinion here as we go towards a desert village. And I just want to see these. Now, my guard is up. I'm ready for very jarring villages here. Let's see what we've got. Originally, we've got smooth sandstone as the path. We've got the sand here. Quite nice little textures. Okay. So we've got the design of villages that I don't normally like, where the square head is very prominent. They've got like massive foreheads as well. Their hat just chilling so much further up. Let's have a look on here. This isn't the worst type of this that I've ever seen. We aren't getting any diversity though, unfortunately. Not much of a change going through here. It's kind of just got the one pattern. I have seen a lot worse for that photorealistic stretchy face design that you can get. I mean, looking back, the further back I am, I don't know if it's the size of my screen, I don't know if it's my anti-aliasing, but the further back I am, the better it looks. They've even updated the cactus plant thing as well. Awesome, the cactus flower. But yeah, not the strongest point for me when it comes to the villagers. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I need my realism hunters out there to let me know what you're thinking down in the comments. We've got an iron golem now. I like this. I do like this. From all the detailing that we've got on here, it feels very mechanical, very machinery. I like the grayer and darker bits of iron as well, where you can see this guy's been forged. I like that. And then just a quick flyover as well. You can see the crops. We've got that waving crop design. We didn't look at the foliage before. No waving foliage on the sand grass, unfortunately. What about over here? Do we have any on here? I'm not the biggest fan when it comes to waving foliage. I always find it a little bit unrealistic. So, I mean, I can see it here. It's not terrible, but yeah, it takes me out of it a little bit. Like there's no reason for it to be moving like that. But hey, it's a gimmick on it. Not one for me on that. Not the strongest section for me, in all honesty. I really like the iron golem. I really like the sand and the sandstone textures, but the villagers, they mean so much for the world, and they're not great for me, unfortunately. Let's turn it to nighttime, and let's see what hostile mobs look like. So I've set it to nighttime. I've got myself away from the desert a bit so we can see all of the mobs spawning in, and immediately it is quite dark in places. Like as we go out into the ocean, the less lived in areas, the sand as well, the desert areas feel quite dark. Here doesn't feel too bad. Maybe it's because we've got a village here as well. I did check this village. It's a different village. There's still no diversity that I can see. So come on, guys. Pathway Studios, SC, whoever you are, let me get your name. Let me put some respect on your name. SCT Studios. Can we get some diversity in the game, please? Let's make this game accessible. But yeah, the world, I like the clouds. I think the clouds pop amazingly at night. They're really, really cool. There's a moon popping up there as well. Let's get the night vision on. We get a kind of purple hue or a pinkish kind of overtone to it with the night vision potion. That's the fog off in the distance being reacted with there. I mean, it's a nice effect. It looks cool, but if you're not expecting it, it's not the greatest. I don't know how many people are using night vision potions on the regular though, so I'm not sure how much that matters. Let's get down here. Also, remember, this is a realism texture pack. There are spiders, so arachnophobia arachnophobia sufferers, arachnophobics, please do remember there will be spiders. Just this is your arachnophobia warning. I can't talk today. We've got falling leaves here as well from the trees that you would normally have. That's cool. Let's go over here to the villagers. Now, not the villagers, the zombies. One thing I noticed immediately here is what is going on with your forehead, my dude. Bro, you could run head first into a wall and not break your nose. You could run face first into a wall and not break your nose. The 3D lip sticking out there as well. Okay. I mean, I remember the mobs being very, very much a sticking point for me. I see them, and you know what? Again, there is a lot of tosh around the marketplace. These are not the worst by any means. But wow, coming from vanilla to this, no, you have to build up to a pack like True Realism. You can't go from vanilla to this. There has to be a few packs in the middles. You have to grab an actions and stuff. You have to grab a kingdoms. You have to build up to it slowly, because seeing a normal zombie and then seeing this guy with his head sticking out, mate, I'm sorry, I don't know about you. We'll go and do the spider now to get this guy out of the way. Creepy legs. I thought he was smiling, but he's got pincers. Yeah, okay, this is rough. This is very rough on here. This definitely probably needs a little bit of a bit of TLC, shall we say? A little bit of tender loving care. A little bit of a fix up. I like the way the legs are. Creepy as all hell. And speaking of creepy, we got the creeper on here. Now this creeper, the darker green, sticking out from the grass, kind of leading towards the old adage of creepers were supposed to look like leaves and bushes. That kind of works there. I really like the angled feet as well. I think that's a really nice detail. Jarring though, again, very rough, very jarring. We're all experts here on the channel though. If you've seen enough of my texture pack reviews, you're pretty much an expert. You know that there is some drastic changes that can be seen in these packs. But coming from vanilla, maybe a new player, somebody who's like, oh, this is a high rated pack. Let's see what it does to the world. I want to get a mod. This should not be your first mod. Let's be completely honest. There's a skeleton down here as well. Hope you guys like me rambling, because I'm definitely rambling today. We've got the transparency there, the shape on the jaw. Again, not the worst. Very much a stick figure body right there. I kind of like the underbite, in all honesty. I think it gives him a bit of character. Again, still jarring though, but this has to be, I think, one of the least jarring mobs that we've seen so far. Maybe that one, maybe the pig, but I'm not sure. The sheep looked quite cute as well, didn't it, from the passive mobs? But mobs are definitely a sticking point on here. You can look past the blocks. You can get, like, you know, you can see what they're going for. You can see what they're going for the mobs as well, but you're going to see a lot of the mobs, and they're going to really, really jar you in this, I think. Let me know what you guys are thinking. As always, we're going to head out to the ocean now. We're going to see what the ocean monument looks like. So we're flying over a ocean monument now. We've still got night vision potion on, so we get to see into the water. There's some really good color here. Bit of a weird generation, but let's get underwater straight away. Let's see what these blocks look like. I really like looking at blocks in this texture pack. I think they don't look as harsh as you would imagine, and I really like this prismarine design on here. Like, it's unique, it looks good, it's well designed. I like the color. Very nice. And then the actual prismarine itself, so we got prismarine bricks, and then the actual prismarine, a bit cobblestoney in here. But you know what, as long as you're not pressed up to it like that, looking at it from like a good distance, it looks nice. It does. It's got some good color to it, slight color change going on as well. I think this is working really well. Pop up here, I really like that. I like that sea lantern. For what we've got sticking to theme, I like that sea lantern. And let's pop into here. Let's see the big guy. How you doing, big dude? The sun's getting real low. How's it going? Whoa, okay. All right, immediately we're jolted back into true realism here. The rough, harsh textures that you can only get in a realistic world. Nice bubble animation popping through there as well. That's what it is. Like, the world is harsh. The world is grim. It's dirty. And that's what we're getting. And if you keep that in mind, you actually can make an excuse for all of these. Like, they look really nice. With the shading is really good, in my opinion. I think it is really nicely done. It's not the cleanest, not the highest quality. There are some very weird looking geezers around. Like this guy. Look, this guy doesn't know if he's headbutting or backheading. Oh, whoa, what the hell is backheading? I don't know. But are you headbutting it forward or are you butting it backwards, my friend? That is, you've got a T-shaped skull. That is crazy. I'm sorry. I don't mean to roast you, but man, you need to get that smoothed out. Get like one of them boxers ironing irons, whatever they are. I don't know, but you got some swelling there, mate. You need to deal with that. But yeah, if you can keep in mind that the world is harsh, that the world is dirty and it's grotty, then it works. You can make an excuse for it, and it's not the most polished, it's not the most clean, but I see what they're doing, and I actually do respect it. I apologize for my first original review. I hope this is a better review, not just because I agree with it more, but I think I'm able to look at it a bit more objectively. Let's go underground, and let's have a look at trial chambers now. So we're here in the fountain room of the trial chambers, and I really like the tuff. The tuff is really sticking out to me as a very nice block. The blocks are strong. They really are, man. Look at this. The design here on the chiseled. Even the copper bulb looks good. I like it. I do. The copper doesn't, I mean, it's a disgusting green, it's a disgusting orange, but it fits. It fits that dirty and gritty nature. We've got mossy cobblestone here as well. Feeling a bit bricky, but it works again for me. This stands out like a sore thumb, though. That white concrete really shouldn't be there. That does, like, this pack really shows that that doesn't deserve to be there. Over here, I'd go as far as to say the ladder looks quite boring. But what we've got, maybe even a little bit cartoony compared to the gritty nature of everything else. We've got the grating here as well. Cobwebs, the spawner. I think this is, I think this is strong. I'm having a conversation with myself here, but I do think this is very strong. The mob, though, again, adds that roughness into it. I mean, there's no reference. What do you assume a breeze looks like? I'm not sure, but there is definitely some roughness to it. There's a bit of character there as well with the eyes. And then the wind, he's gone. See you later, mate. But overall, it's definitely a much stronger pack than it isn't. Do you know what I mean? Let's head over to the Armoury now, and let's have a look at everything. So here we are in the Armoury then, and we can look at how the world generates, and never before has that grainy fill been more apparent just looking up at here. The darker stone blocks, the darker deep slate into a real grainy but somewhat softer touch. I think that's the fog. But this is a very dramatic change to how the world looks as an overall. And then we get into here with the trees. So one thing we had is the wavy like leaves and foliage. So that back and forth, I just wish it was a bit more random. That's kind of what I always wish for when it comes to animated leaves. It just feels a little bit too uniform in the back and forth. Like, even like this one's more directional. It kind of works a little bit more, but then it takes you out of it because it's like, well, why are they going that way, but then that going that way? It's just a bit weird. Over here, we got some more waviness going on here. Other than that, though, it's nice. There's transparency. The leaves all have their own kind of design in here. The bark and the logs look good. But it's just that wavy animation I don't like. We've also got the creaking. We've got a custom creaking here too. I like the eyes. The character of the jaunty eyes looks good. It's nice to see that this pack is very much updated. Very happy with that. Mangrove tree as well. And then we got doors. The doors look good. Again, that medieval feel. It's almost like an unspoken medieval feel. I just want to check the description one more time because I don't believe it mentions anything about medievalness. But it definitely is got some, or it definitely has got some undertones of medieval. You got the bed and the walls here. Again, that dirt, just dirt. It embraces dirt. That's broken, unfortunately, but okay. I've seen that in a lot of texture packs being broken. We've got the precious blocks and the ores. Again, a harsh, drastic change from vanilla, but it works for the pack that we're in. And I think that's where it most stands. And what this pack's going to win or lose on is the one question. Is realism for me? If you answer yes to is realism for me, good color here on the glass. If you answer yes to is realism for me, then a pack like this could be really, really nice. Really, so nice, in fact, that it makes my voice crack. But really, really nice. The blocks, they all work kind of well together. They're the same quality all the way through. Nothing looks like it's pulled from a different pack, which we have seen in the past where blocks don't look like they belong in the pack that they're in. I even feel the wool nature of these wool blocks. You can even feel the soft, the threading, just by looking at it. Got the coral here, so the coral's a bit jarring, the dead coral. And then the living coral's more about a colour than anything else. But even then, still, just some good attention to detail. Here, I like that the granite, the diorite, and the andesite aren't just copy and paste of each other. The bricks look good. The quartz looks clean. The purple looks nice. We've seen the underwater, deep slate, copper. It just all feels consistent to me. And, you know, that's all I can do. These reviews are all about me telling you what I think while showing you the pack. So you guys let me know what you think. Let's get some discussion down there. I really like the beacon block. The chest is nice, but again, very medieval. Got a shulker box here. The ender chest looks quite nice. I like these workbenches up the top here too. Little jukebox as well. Yeah, no, I like it. I do. I like more than I don't, and I really like, and I really want to shout out just how up to date this is as well. The leather armor's a bit boring, just to knock us back down to earth. The wood tool's consistent with the armor stand. Looking like we've got copy and paste in here for the weapons. I think when I reviewed this, I might not have cared too much. I don't remember it. But okay, I mean, the chainmail, there's not a lot of transparency there. There's a little bit of transparency. It's a very thick chain there. Up here for the iron. Got the iron armor. Again, very pixelated on my screen. I'm not sure how it's coming across for you guys. The tools are definitely copy and paste. I'm not going to look at the weapons. The colors are good. The armors, that's copy and paste. Gold to iron is copy and paste. Diamond. Good color again. It's a different chest plate at least. Right, and then netherite. Now, netherite to diamond is usually the one that I'm least fussed about because you have to use a netherite ingot to turn the diamond armor to netherite armor, so it makes sense that they look the same. I like how ominous and foreboding that looks, but there is a lot of copy and paste on here. The elytra wings, they look okay. 3D elements added to the trident looks really nice. The shield is doing a good job. The mace is very weird. They've tried to make it look 3D while keeping it 2D. That is so weird. That is such a weird effect. The heavy core there. Their bundles aren't broken. That's another good element, the bundles not being broken. Let's put this on. Any shocks when it comes to a carved pumpkin? No. In fact, they've done really well to keep the visibility looking strong. But it's not too bad to look through. Get me some trips to the end with that on. Not bad. And then last but not least then, how are we looking when it comes to survival? We do have custom hearts and food, very minimalized. We've got the custom font and the custom experience bar as well. Again, mix mash. Definitely depends on what you're looking for and what you're willing to accept. I think there's more here to like than there is to dislike, but that's me. Always welcome to see what you guys say. So while you guys type up your halfway through comment, please type up a halfway through comment. Let's go to the Nether. All right, so into the Nether we're going then. Hopefully this is going to look good. I've drunk the milk, so we don't have the night vision on. A bit of a longer load time there. Right, let's just load the world in. Let's see what we've got going. Taking a bit of time. Very bright orange. There's some weird light effects going on here with the orange as well. So maybe not doing great to be looking over a massive lava field for the first thing. But it is what it is. Not too drastic of a color change. Like, we definitely saw a color change to the world. We definitely saw it in the world generation. Not here so much, though. We've got the netherrack. I thought it was going to be animated then. You know what? That's not so bad. It's kind of like craters in the moon rock or something. That's not too bad. I wouldn't mind something similar to this in the end. Right there as well. We've got basalt here as well. Not so bad. I'm going to fly over here. Maybe via up here because I want to see the red biome. I thought there was one in that direction. There is actually, so it's part of this. Okay, good red. Very good red color. We got the Nether Wart on here as well. Almost looking like crispy bacon. I mean, if you've cooked it wrong, I guess. Over here, we've got piglins. Piglins? Hoglins, even. This is one of the first packs that I've seen do realistic hoglins and not have terrible eyes. That's a good thing going for it. What about if we carry on over into this direction then? I want to get some look around. I like the darker red though. It's almost like a dark blood red. I like that. I think that's very good. There's a slight red hue going on over there as well in the distance for the fog. There's a ghast. Let's see the ghast. Never miss an opportunity. Oh, wow. Okay. I feel like that was a mask used in a horror film called The Strangers once. Very understated, though, for what you get. Or it kind of looks like Cassandra from Doctor Who. Just a stretched out face. Very weird. I don't know where I get my references from, but I do. We've got glowstone down here. We've got magma. Oh, please tell me the magma cube looks like that. That magma block looked really nice. And again, the darker green. I'm here for it, you know. This looks really good. I did not think I'd be waxing lyrical about a realistic pack. I am. I'm waxing very lyrical about this. I want a magma cube, though. I want a magma cube and I want the fortress. So let's find both. Alright, so I was able to find a magma cube. Unfortunately, it's not as prominent as the magma block. The magma block looked a lot better than that. That feels very low effort compared to the magma block, actually, if we're being honest. We've got zombie piglins over here. Okay, I kind of like it. I like the way the skin is, like, not quite over his eye, which is really cool there on that side. Not bad. And then somewhere around here, there we go. There's the fortress. I knew I had the coordinates correct. So again, the darker bricks works quite well. Let's go through and let's just see. We're looking for blaze and we're looking for wither skeletons. Always a bit of a... Oh, something's going to be this way, isn't it? The stairs. There we go. So we'll have some blazes spawn in. Turn around. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Almost like the eyes are kind of embossed into the fire. Not quite as hot as I would have liked. They've definitely gone for the darker and dirtier design there. And then for the wither skeleton, do we have one of you around? We do. It's just a flip of a standard skeleton. Fair enough. That all packs do it. Not all packs, but 98% of packs do it. So what can you do, really? Excuse me, sir, you're in the way. I'm going to get the wither out here. All right, so the wither is spawning in then. A light blue loading. He's gone. Where is he? Oh, okay. I don't like the green on the face. There's a few textures that I'm looking at and I'm just like, oh, you know what? Can we bring it into 2025? Like, I feel like a wither could do with a revisit. The spider could probably do with a revisit. I just don't like the green is really taking me out. That's probably what it is. Just the green, unfortunately. But let's head to the end now. Let's see what the Ender Dragon and the Enderman look like. All right, so into the end we are. Okay, we don't actually get the cratery end stone like I was asking for from the Nether. That's a shame. Get rid of all of the Netherrack that I have there, please. Thank you. But again, that's just dirty, really. Dirty end stone. The block variation hasn't been too apparent. I've seen it in the dirt and I saw it in the sand. It's not overly varied as we're going through the worlds. It's not enough for it to stand out. Some people might think that's good. Some people might think that's bad. So just keep that in mind. We've got the Enderman here. Quite plain, very purpley. All right. Not too much going on there. And then we've got the Ender Dragon. All right. I like the color scheme. The dark with the hint of like reddy white on there as well. That bit I like. But if we could just get her back down, this would be please and thank you. Okay, there's a little bit of, like, well, a lot of bit of graininess there. Real texture into it as well. Okay. Not too amazing. Kind of feels like this dimension needs a bit of love. We'll go into the shulker now. So we saw the shulker box in the armory. Oh, wow. The shulker inside there looks grim. Okay, cool. Fair dues. Again, mobs really still causing a jarring effect, potentially even letting the side down a little bit here, but I'm still feeling quite positive about this pack. Let's head back to the overworld. Let's see what the ancient city and the Warden look like. All right, so we're in the ancient city then. Let's drink that night vision potion and have a look. So between the night vision potion and the fog that's definitely down here, I wonder if that's biome specific for the fog. There's definitely a softer color to it here, which kind of takes away from the blueness of the skulk as we see it, which makes it feel quite nice, but definitely not as strong as it could do. The stone is a good color, and again, because the blocks all feel like they work well together, they all feel like they fit, it's a nice effect again. Get a bit more purple into that fog as we fly around, which is always interesting to see. It's a nice feeling down here though. We've got some whirly bird action going on with the animations. Okay, I like the feeling. I don't feel like it's as strong or vibrant as it could be, but that kind of fits the pack again. Let's get the Warden out here. All right, so the Warden should be about to spawn. Just down here. Here we go. Okay, yeah, again, maximizing. It's almost like that Walking Dead / Last of Us kind of mentality. Maximizing the dirt, maximizing the grot and the grittiness. Okay, but the color scheme fits, it works, it's kind of a touch up on the vanilla, just really is making it realistic and nasty, like he's climbed through the floor. So what am I going to give this score out of 10? Like I said, I didn't go back and have a look at my previous review before this, no idea what I reviewed this. From memory, I feel like I probably gave it about a 4 or a 5 because I would have really overrated how bad I thought the mobs looked. But I feel like it would have been closer to a 5 because I thought the blocks. I remember the blocks being good, but I don't remember liking any of the mobs, to be honest. So looking at it today, I'm actually going to go with an 8. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. And that's a big jump from what it was before. Now, obviously, we've spoken about my experience with texture packs. I've done a lot of realism texture packs, okay? So if I'm being completely honest with myself, if I hadn't done a load of realism texture packs, or if the quality around realism was a lot better, this probably would have got a 7, right? But I feel like we have to put a massive divide between something as strong as this, in my opinion, of course, I'm only speaking from my opinion, but something as strong as true realism, we have to divide it massively far away from like medieval realism or reimagined realism, right? Some of them are worse than others, don't get me wrong. One of them is the worst rated texture pack in the entire game, but there has to be a big difference. So I think putting this pack in the realism world, I give it an 8. For a realism pack, this is an 8. For an everyday pack or an every sort of pack, probably closer to a 7, but I'm going to go with an 8. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I know I glazed the pack a hell of a lot. I do apologize. I know I ramble. I do apologize. But let me know what you guys think of the review. Let me know what your review is. Give me your score out of 10. I'd greatly appreciate it. Please do leave a like on the video as well. We're working very hard over here. So please, please, please do let me know if that is showing to you guys. If not, I need to revisit. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button as well. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much, everybody. Peace.